anytime we have large loss events like Hurricane Ian that we just had this past hurricane season, all that does is make the markets recoil, and that capital, goes up in price and becomes more restricted. So we're seeing it across the board, whether it's property or, into some of the specialty lines like cyber insurance and other stuff like that. The continuation of events and the increased magnitude of those events isn't helping to soften the markets at all.
Yeah, no, NatCat is certainly a big part of the challenging property insurance market, certainly for many companies, many insureds that have portfolios that are exposed to natural hazards like quake, wind, and flood. Certainly anything in Florida these days is going to get a lot of attention. I think insurers are going to be extremely cautious in their accumulations around those perils. Wildfire is another, not emerging one, but certainly one that's present in California and certainly internationally and on places like Australia. Probably the one that we're seeing the most right now in terms of our business, particularly for renewables projects in Texas and in the Midwest, is severe convective storm. We're going to continue to see challenges around modeling and pricing in terms and conditions for companies that have assets that are exposed to severe convective storm, SCS.
So there's a significant coverage gap going on because of the severity of the NatCats and the frequency. There's going to be a lot more cooperation between risk management and the property insurers and the brokers to really work together to understand what's going on, rather than just flat out risk transfer.
Well, NatCat events are not new.
Sure.
There have been many NatCat events that have been far more serious than what we've seen. And they always obviously influence the market because they suck up capital. And given the fact that we already had a challenging market to begin with, I think it's just made it more so. And maybe in places like Florida, we'll get to a real hard market where getting capacity is just going to be impossible at any price.
Well, there's an industry report out by Swiss Re that shows the NatCat losses in the last 5 years are double that of the previous 5 years. So we're seeing much more severe storms, as well as we're seeing them a lot more frequently.
Well, you're seeing the NatCats really driving the technical premium, right? And what's driving it, even folks that aren't exposed to a heavy NatCat, in a sense subsidize it because it's costly. And if you take a look over the last 5-6 years, since 2017, you got about 110 billion in losses, per year on average. And so as a result, you're seeing a lot of folks pay dearly in those NatCat exposed areas, and some folks that are well outside of those areas subsidizing.